This week on the Double T Insider, we go one-on-one with Texas Tech Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt. We continue our series on club athletics and give you an inside look at club tennis. And we shine light on Red Raider baseball's Zach Davis in this week's Red Raider Spotlight. All that and a whole lot more. This is the Double T Insider. The Double T Insider is brought to you by the College of Media and Communication and is produced entirely by students of the college.
Hello and welcome into the Season 2 finale of the Double T Insider. I'm Brett Brown alongside Caitlin Kravick, bringing you more access into Texas Tech athletics.
This week, the Double T Insider sat down with Texas Tech's Athletic Director, Kirby Hocutt.
Hello and welcome back to the Double T Insider. Today we're going one-on-one with Athletic Director Kirby Hocutt. Thank you for coming onto the show.
Very welcome. Appreciate the invitation.
So I want to start off by asking you about how it is that you became the Athletic Director here at Texas Tech.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I love what I do each and every day. There's nothing that I would rather do, but I always had the dream and aspiration of playing college football and had 5 great years playing college football. Great experience, great memories, and wanted to stay involved in intercollegiate athletics. And I'm a native Texan, born and raised in the state of Texas, so when I had the opportunity to come to Texas Tech, it was something that we jumped at.
So what are some of the day-to-day duties that a collegiate athletic director has to go through?
I'm not sure if any 2 days are ever the same, but you know, I would say 85% of my responsibilities, job ultimately comes down to finance and personnel matters, you know, dealing with people each and every day. And I'm fortunate that I work with 17 varsity programs, 415 student athletes, and get to work with our 11 head coaches each and every day to build a program with the aspiration of becoming the best in intercollegiate athletics.
Around this time last year, there was a lot of conversation about Cliff Kingsbury coming to Tech and how the following season would go. Now that that season is over, how do you feel that hiring Cliff Kingsbury was? Was it a good decision? And how has it positively affected Texas Tech?
Well, I believe it was a great decision, and I think our Red Raider Nation would agree with us. And I think year one was a tremendous success for us, and I think it culminated with a great win in the Holiday Bowl, beating a top-ranked Arizona State team, and I think that gave our fan base a glimpse into just what this future holds for this football program. What Cliff has done for the entire university is much greater than just intercollegiate athletics. The way it has unified our fan base, our constituent base. You know, the Red Raider Nation is a very influential and powerful nation when we're together, and I think Cliff has brought everybody back together. Cliff has given us a sense of pride again in this university and what we can become, and I think is just a great face in so many ways of Texas Tech University. So I think the future is exciting. It's a lot of fun to work with Cliff each and every day, and I don't think we could be in a better position today as a football program or as a university as we look forward.
What is the importance of having these Texas Tech students come out to support the athletic event?
We're so fortunate at a time when many programs across the country are seeing declining student attendance. That's not the case here at Texas Tech. We're seeing climbing student attendance. The support from the student body is tremendous and continues to grow, but it's vital as it sets the home field, the home court advantage for our teams to compete and be successful in.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the fans, anything that you would like to say to the student body that we haven't discussed?
I say thank you for your continued support and look forward to sharing many, many victories with you in the years ahead.
This week on the Double T Insider, we continue our club sports segment and head to the tennis court. Check it out.
My name is Paul Phillips. I'm a senior in the business college and I'm from Ennis, Texas. I started playing tennis when I was in 7th grade. Our high school tennis coach came over to the intermediate school at the time, and he recruited people to come and join the tennis team. I was never planning on playing tennis, but he invited us for some free lessons, and they gave us a free shirt. So I was about the free shirt, and I went over there, and then I liked it, and just went from there. Well, when I came to Tech, I knew that there was going to be club sports, and I knew that I wanted to get back into the competitive side. I really missed the competitive side of tennis. I played until I was 16, and then I kind of walked away from the game for a little while. And it was really nice for me to be able to come back and not just play, but be able to go out and compete. I transferred out here when I was 22, and it was a 6-year gap in competition for me. And that's what was so special to me, was being able to, I kind of threw the game away when I was 16 and being young and dumb. And then I came here and I got to have a second chance, which has been really nice. My old high school tennis coach let me come back and coach, help coach his high school team when I was 20 years old. And then I started working with them, and that led to me coming out here and working with the Tech coaches and stuff in summer camps, which led to my manager position with the men's team. And everything just kind of fell together piece by piece. I feel like I have somewhat of a leadership role. I was the vice president last year, and I was like, when we went to nationals, I was the captain, and I was in charge of making the lineup and doing all that leadership kind of stuff. And then this year being my senior year, and I got more involved with coaching at another high school here in town. And so I needed to make my role a little bit smaller with club tennis. And so I was more of just a player this year instead of the captain of the team, helping out the younger guys and the younger girls, and just learning the ways and how to keep that competitive spirit and stay fired up the whole 90 minutes or 2 hours, however long it takes, because it's a shorter format that we play. And so you got to be fired up right from the get-go. We have a little bit more flexibility. It's much less stringent. You don't have to be there every single day. We like you to come to every practice, but it's not by any means a requirement. And so it's more people put in the work that they want to put in instead of you're forced to do what the coach tells you. There's not a coach. We have a president, obviously, every year, and he's the one that's in charge of running practice and designing what we do each day. But it is very much a self-led program. Trying to balance the athletic side of what I do here and the school side of what I do it's pretty tough. And it takes a lot of give and take. You just kind of got to do what you got to do. I'm really going to miss competing. It's a lot of fun to get out there and get the competitive juices flowing, and I'm definitely going to miss it.
Coming up, we sit down with Red Raider Baseball Zach Davis, and later, Luke Heath brings you our best tweets of the week. But first, here's your Texas Tech trivia question.
Red Raiders softball's Gretchen Aquan has earned Big 12 Pitcher of the Week honors twice this season. When was the last time a Texas Tech player has earned Big 12 Pitcher of the Week more than once in a season? Your options are A, 1996, B, 1999, C, 2001, or D, 2004. The answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week will be coming up later in the show. Stay tuned, because after the break we're coming back with more of the Double T Insider.
This is you. You want to be a director in Hollywood? Maybe you want to capture someone's attention on a 30-second spot. Maybe you'd rather be a social media manager, or you want to sit behind the World News desk. You can do that here at the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University with a degree in advertising, electronic media, journalism, media strategies, or public relations. From here, it's possible.
Welcome back to the Double T Insider. This week we sat down with sophomore outfielder Zach Davis. The Houston native gives us an inside look at the team's success this season.
Zachary Davis. I'm a sophomore and I'm from Houston, Texas. My dad used to take me to the park. We'd throw the ball around. I just remember being put in T-ball, and then ever since then I've just been playing like every summer. And it was a great program to pursue my education, and then also I got to play baseball, and that was probably higher than my whole education, but just that it was a good education. It was put it over the top, and so it was just best fitting, and also just going to get away from my house was also good. So it's a lot different. Everything's faster. You have to be in the moment, and I would say the biggest thing is forgetting about the things that happen earlier in the game. If you strike out, ground out, or whatever, or even if you get a base hit, I would say you got to put that behind you and be ready for the next play. It's just a mentality. Whenever you step on the field, you play with a chip on your shoulder, and each play you want to be at your best, so you can't think about anything that happened before that. So that's just the best way to play. Each at bat, I'll like whenever I put my gloves on, I'll do the Velcro twice on each glove, and then spit in each hand, put it together, and that's all. I do have a superstition just with Texas Tech baseball. We play this game named Mafia. I didn't know how to play before I got here, but it seems like every time that we play before a game, we win, and every time we don't, we lose. So I'm always trying to get the team to play Mafia before each game. We get in a circle. It's better with a lot of people. There's Mafia members who are trying to take down the citizens. They're citizen members, and then there's cops and doctors. The doctor tries to save someone, and the cop is trying to point out the Mafia members. No one knows who's who, and there's a mayor who picks each people, and he's the only person that knows each people. And, it's just real fun. I play a lot of video games, Call of Duty, and I've actually taken up reading when college started. I used to not like to read, but I've taken that up since I've gotten to college. It actually happened this season. I stole home against Texas, and it was huge. It was in the 9th inning and brought us back 2-2, and that's definitely the best moment. Well, I know that they won't know that I started walking and running in the same day when I was a kid. I think it was at 9 months I started walking in the morning, and then my mom brought a little toy to push around and stuff, and I was running the same day, as she told me. Thought it was pretty funny, just because I think my speed would be like my strong point into the game or whatever, and so that's something that they would know. Just a tradition. I came from a high school where we were a new school. I was the first graduating class, and so there was no tradition. No one really cared about sports or anything like that. And here it's just everything's tech, everything's about the sports, and like there's just a lot of fans, and I love that about it.
This week, the Double T Insider goes on the clock with Red Raider Baseball's Zach Davis. Let's see if Zach can beat the clock.
Double T Insider here, and we're about to go on the clock with Zach Davis, a game where I give Zach 10 scenarios that he has to answer in under 60 seconds. All right, Zach, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. 60 seconds on the clock, please. If I could only eat one type of food for the rest of my life, it would be?
Spaghetti.
Before every game, I have to?
Pray.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be to?
New York.
If I could have any superpower, it would be?
Invisibility.
If I won the lottery today, the first thing I would buy is?
A car.
My favorite superhero growing up was?
Flash.
My go-to selfie pose is? My favorite song right now is?
All of Me by John Legend.
If I could visit any baseball field in the world, it would be?
Wrigley Field.
My favorite TV show right now is?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air still.
All right, congratulations, you beat the clock. For the Double T Insider, I'm Caitlin Kravick, and we just went on the clock with Zach Davis.
After the break, we're coming back with our best tweets of the week. But first, here's another look at the Texas Tech trivia question.
Have you figured out the answer to this week's trivia question? Earlier in our show, we asked, when was the last time a Texas Tech player has earned Big 12 Pitcher of the Week more than once in a season? Your options were A, 1996, B, 1999, C, 2001, or D, 2004? The answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week will be revealed later in the show. Don't go away, because there's more Double T Insider coming up after the break.
This is you. You want to be a director in Hollywood? Maybe you want to capture someone's attention on a 30-second spot. Maybe you'd rather be a social media manager, or you want to sit behind the World News desk. You can do that here at the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University with a degree in advertising, electronic media, journalism, media strategies, or public relations. From here, it's possible.
Each week for the Double T Insider, we pick the best tweets about Texas Tech athletics and air them on the show. And this week, we're featuring tweets about TTU baseball and Red Raider softball. Tech student Carly Smith tweeted, "TTU baseball is on fire. Won every single game of their 8-game homestand. I can't wait for the OU series next weekend. Hashtag Wreck'em." And Tech student Rusty DeWaters tweeted, "Congratulations to Texas Tech baseball on their 1,000th home victory. Hashtag Wreck'em." And Tech student Sarah McDowell tweeted, "Texas Tech gets the sweep in both baseball and softball. It's a good day to be a Red Raider." But that's it for this season's tweets. Be sure to check back next season when yours could just be the one on the show.
With another week in the books, let's take a look at the upcoming games for Texas Tech athletics.
On Tuesday, Red Raider baseball will travel to Tulsa, Oklahoma to play Oral Roberts. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Red Raider baseball will be on the road in Lawrence to play a 3-game series with Kansas starting Friday. First pitch for Friday and Saturday's games are 6 p.m. and 2 p.m. respectively, with Sunday's game starting at 1 p.m. Red Raider softball will conclude the regular season Friday on the road in a 3-game series against Oklahoma. First pitch for Friday's game is at 6:30 p.m. with Saturday and Sunday's game set to start at 2 p.m. and noon respectively. Texas Tech Track and Field will host the Red Raider Open Saturday with events scheduled to last all day.
And finally, here's the answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week.
It's time to reveal the answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week. Earlier in our show, we asked, when was the last time a Texas Tech player has earned Big 12 Pitcher of the Week more than once in a season? Your options were A, 1996, B, 1999, C, 2001, or D, 2004. The correct answer is C, 2001. Texas Tech Hall of Fame pitcher Amanda Renfro accomplished the feat 3 times, winning Big 12 Pitcher of the Week twice in the years 1998, 2000, and 2001. This has been your Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week. If you didn't get this week's question right, don't worry. Next season, we'll be back with even more Texas Tech trivia, along with more of the Double T Insider.
Well, that's a wrap for Season 2 of the Double T Insider. Thank you so much for watching.
And as always, be sure to like the Double T Insider on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and go to DoubleTInsider.com for more access into Texas Tech athletics. For Brett Brown, I'm Caitlin Kravick. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the fall.